welcome to Bukit Jalil. We are in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. It's Malaysia versus Liverpool in a nearly packed house at Bukit Jalil. Liverpool's first ever visit to Kuala Lumpur, and my, how the locals have taken to seeing their heroes. But this is a match that's important not only for Liverpool's pre-season preparations, but also for Malaysia, who are ramping up for a huge World Cup qualifying match against Singapore later this month. But nearly everybody in this stadium, which holds 90,000 and there's barely a seat available, seems to be wearing the red of Liverpool. There are banners festooned all over the place. They have come from far and wide. I've met people from Thailand who've flown in, driven up from Singapore, from all parts of Malaysia, from Indonesia, and also a group of expats who've come down from China, and a group who've been following Liverpool around on their tour, which started in the matchup in Guangzhou, which was a 4-3 win, comes down to Malaysia, and then moves on to the serious preparations ahead of the Premier League season. We're waiting for the teams to come out. The starting lineups have been named, but it's worthwhile mentioning who Liverpool haven't got in their squad. It's a strong starting lineup, but no Stuart Downing, no Donny, no Suarez, no Raheem Sterling, no Steven Gerrard, no Pepe Reina or Henderson, no Fabio Aurelio, Johnson, Lucas or Jovanovic. They are all not in the country. Even so, it's a 26-strong Liverpool squad, and most, if not all, will be expecting to get a run out in the sultry atmosphere of Kuala Lumpur. Easy to forgive the impression that it is only Liverpool who are in town, but for Malaysia it's worth recalling that they've got this match with Singapore coming up, and this is the second of 3 matches that Malaysian teams will be playing against Premier League opposition. Last Wednesday they were beaten 4-0 by Arsenal. This match, and then next Thursday Chelsea are in town, all as build up ahead of the World Cup qualifier against Singapore. Atmosphere is building, and the welcome even when Liverpool came onto the pitch for the pre-match warm-up was pretty hot. I should imagine the roof will be raised when the teams make their way out onto this lush surface. Joining me in the commentary box for this match, the first time Liverpool have been in Malaysia, is John Barnes, former Liverpool legend, of course. And John, for Liverpool, it's building up to the new season. For Malaysia, it's building up to this match in Singapore. What will Liverpool be hoping to get out of this?
Well, once again, just like the Arsenal game, they're looking to get their fitness up. Obviously, this is Liverpool's second game, while that was Arsenal's first game, so they should be a little bit ahead of Arsenal. From a Malaysian point of view, they really don't want to be going into the Singapore game after being heavily beaten by Arsenal to then be heavily beaten by Liverpool. So it's an important game for both teams, but I think really from the Malaysian point of view, you're hoping for a much better performance than we saw against Arsenal.
For Liverpool, it's a chance for us to see Joe Cole, a really first chance to see Charlie Adam in a starting lineup, as well as some of the youngsters. Connor Cody's getting a call in centre midfield, as well as Flanagan and Robbins.
Yeah, well, Kenny has given you this chance, particularly with Robertson and Flanagan. I'm looking forward to see Charlie Adam. A lot has been said about whether he was going to come, when he's going to go to Manchester United. Also, I like Joe Cole. I think Joe Cole has got a lot to offer. He has to really show his true potential. So he had a disappointing season, but this is a new season, so he'll be going to this game hopefully full of confidence. And there's the big man Andy Carroll, who I'm looking forward to see how the defenders go against them.
Certainly for Malaysia's central defenders, Muslim Ahmed and Fadli Shahs, they won't have come up against somebody like Andy Carroll before. It will be a severe test for Malaysia. They're short of their regular starting centre-back, who was injured in the match against Arsenal. So for Malaysia, it's a test against some real quality.
It's a completely different test. I think this is going to be more of a physical test. Against Arsenal, it was a test of concentration because Arsenal pass the ball so well, they move the ball around. I won't say they're as good as Barcelona, but in terms of the way they pass, they're the best passing team in England, and it's very difficult to play against. Liverpool will be different. They won't be as slick or as fluid as Arsenal, but they'll be a bit more physical, probably a little bit more direct. So it's going to be a physical test that the Malaysian back four come up against.
Well, the introductions of the players are going on. I need to ask you about the size of Liverpool's squad. I went through a whole ream of players who aren't here. They've got 26 here, 11 still at home. It's a huge squad Liverpool have got.
And some big players. But to be honest with you, I'd much rather they do it this way. Of course, they are top heavy and they're looking to get rid of some players. But I'd much rather them get players in and not being able to get rid of some, rather than getting rid of players and not being able to get them in. So they've shown their intent in the signings they've made. They've signed Stuart Down, they've spent lots of money. Now, the challenge is, can they offset that from a financial point of view, as I've heard you mention earlier, because as you say, they've got players there on lots of money. I mean, Jovanovic is on 100 grand a week, he's not going to play. So that's the challenge now. Liverpool can get rid of some players.
Truly is two different footballing worlds. Malaysia, it stars in their eyes, I think, in that match against Arsenal in the first 15 or 20 minutes or so, when it really did seem they were overawed by the presence of the Arsenal players. They need to get that out of their system.
Yes, they do. And I would say probably the first Arsenal scored after 4 minutes. Up until then, they weren't in the game at all. They didn't have any possession. Then when Arsenal scored, they got some possession, which is very important. I think they can play with more confidence against Liverpool because they will have they won't have as much possession as they did against Arsenal. However, they will have a bit of possession because Liverpool don't keep the ball as well as Arsenal. So hopefully that will give the Malaysian side some confidence that they can get some passes going and maybe frustrate Liverpool and keep nil on as long as possible.
So the team just doing the obligatory photo shot. We'll have the official team lineups in just a moment. Referees and the assistant referees, all from Malaysia. Nago Hamid bin Noor Mohammed is the man in charge for Malaysia. They're shown of their star striker as well as their chief goalkeeper, as we confirmed. The match officials, Nago Hamid bin Noor Mohammed, just having his hands shaken by Jamie Carragher. Shafiq Rahim is the Malaysia captain. He's their central midfielder, plays for the Selangor club, who runners-up in the recently concluded Malaysia Super League. Jamie Carragher, John Barnes, he seems like he's been playing forever. Has he got it in him to go for another season or two at the very top level?
Well, Jamie's 100% a wholehearted player, and he's been, Liverpool's stalwart for many years. He's a fantastic leader. If there's a player who can go on, it is going to be Jamie Carragher. I've always felt that the centre-back position is one that Liverpool have to address. Daniel Agger's a fantastic player, but he has suffered with injuries over the years. Are you going to get a full season out of him? So therefore, I think that a centre-back is next on the list for Liverpool as far as I'm concerned. But when Jamie Carragher plays, he'll never let you down. He'll give 100%, and he's a consistent player.
Agger takes his position in the heart of the Liverpool defence, alongside of his Daniel Agger. Flanking up are fullbacks Jack Robinson and John Flanagan, and a chance for Conor Cody and Jay Spearing. And Ron Moreras is playing in the hole for Liverpool, and you're a Moreras fan.
I am. I remember him from the World Cup. He had a great World Cup. Coming to Liverpool, it was difficult because of the whole Roy Hodgson thing. I don't think that they were supporting the team, the fans, as they should have been. So therefore, a lot of the new players struggled. As Joe Cole, Moreras, the new players coming in. But since Kenny has come, all of the players have picked up. So Lucas got the Player of the Year when Liverpool fans used to boo him. Moreras in the last 12, 15 games of the season, in my opinion, was the best Liverpool player. So I'd like to see him stay. As much as Henderson, Adam, Downing, you've got lots of players who now come in. I would be sad to see him leave if he's one of the ones to make way for him.
That's all in the future. The present, though, is an historic match for Malaysia in their change strip of blue.